What's up, guys? I'm Focused and welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, I'm bringing you another Dead by Daylight's mobile video because it's my favorite game. Today we're going to be covering the most recent AMA from the Dead by Daylight mobile team. Happened today, July the 12th. I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did when I covered the last AMA. I'm going to be consolidating, or I've already consolidated some of the best questions. I went through the list today, and this is basically for people who don't want to scroll through the list and read through everything. I'm kind of just going to go over all the important ones that I thought were key and information that we didn't already know. So let's hop over to the big screen real quick. Before we begin, in the description below, same thing I did last time, I'm going to leave the specific questions that I cover from the AMA, and I'm also going to leave timestamps. So if you're not interested in watching the whole thing, or if you only want to check to see if one of your questions were answered, feel free to use those timestamps below. And again, as always, thank you for watching. Also, if you love Dead by Daylight and mobile gaming is your thing, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be notified for when the next DBD live stream, video drops. Speaking of live streams, I do stream Dead by Daylight mobile Tuesday through Saturday, starting around 10 a.m. in the mornings and sometimes in the late evenings over on my Twitch partnered channel. That description will be that link will also be in the description below. So make sure you check that out. Come hang out with us. We have a lot of fun playing Dead by Daylight mobile. Anyway, today's AMA Reddit was held by Emily Valade. I don't know how to pronounce it. So Emily, if you watch this, I apologize. I don't mean any disrespect. I just don't know how to pronounce it. She is the UI/UX artist. What is UI? What is UX? UI is user interface. UX is user experience. All the buttons, all the layouts, all the different controls on screen is what she handles. And there were some decent questions today regarding that. Let's see here. So let's hop into it. As we stated here, let me bring that picture back up. As we stated before, each week, there's going to be here. There's going to be an AMA on Reddit. Next week's July the 19th is from JP Desjardins, the technical director. So look forward to that one as well. So anyway, let's hop into it here. Let me bring up the questions. Okay, so this week's mobile AMA, or Dead by Daylight mobile AMA, was held this morning from, it was supposed to be between 2 and 5, but they changed it from 9 a.m. to noon. No big deal. So here is who held it this morning. This is Emily. Everyone say hi to Emily. She was fantastic as well. So if you have any questions that aren't or weren't answered in today's AMA, or we didn't cover it, make sure you leave them in the description below. That way I can try and get some sort of answer for you at some point, or for the next AMA. So the first question that I wanted to cover, actually this one was a few different questions, and it actually was rather good. So let me put this here, zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so the questions here is from Kowalski ESP. Had some good questions. It says, hi Emily, I have a couple of questions that I think belong to your area. Right now we can't change character / offerings / add-ons while queuing for a match or being in the lobby with other survivors. Will this be changed in the future? Emily responds with, it allows players to get fully ready before they enter queuing so that players can enter a game quicker and enjoy a fast-paced experience on mobile. Second question, and I've had this question asked as well to me, is I tried to use an instant heal, a syringe, but I couldn't use it. Did I miss something, or isn't the UI prepared for it yet? She says it's a feature that is being worked on at the moment. We know that the game is in beta. There are some features and things that are missing from the game, but it's fully playable and fully enjoyable. So just hang on. We're getting the things that they're working on them. Trust me, they're working on them. The third question, can we expect some changes to make it easier to maneuver Billie's chainsaw or killer powers in general? Right now I need to use 3 fingers, 2 thumbs, and a right index to aim it properly. She said, you shouldn't need 3 fingers. Tap once on the power button to charge the chainsaw, and it charges. You don't need to hold it. And when it's fully charged, single tap again to launch the attack. And that's for killers like Huntress and the Nurse. Things that need to be charged. You don't have to press and hold it. Just press it, aim it, and then, you know, press it again once it's charged, or when you want to use it. Actually was a lot more simpler than I expected. I expected it to be held, have to be held as well. Kowalski asks, as a killer, will I always be able to see the rarity of the items and how many add-ons the survivors bring? And as a survivor, will I always be able to see what perks my teammates are bringing? If so, what's the reason behind it? This doesn't happen on PC. Emily says, as a killer, you shouldn't be aware of the add-ons the survivor brings, but yes, at the moment you can see how many they bring. Only the items and the offering. And yes, as a survivor, you are aware of the loadout of your fellow survivors. It allows you to plan your game strategy with your co-players while in the lobby. I don't mind being able to see their perks and whatnot. I actually think that's a bonus. So like you said, to kind of plan game strategy, if you're that in-depth in the game and understand how the perks work and how they play, you know, being able to build those around it. And the last one, what are the small medkit icons we can see below the offerings and the offerings screen? She said these icons are actually placeholder for the offering categories icons, which are coming soon. Thank you, Kowalski, for the questions. This next one is one that I asked because it's something that has bothered me a little bit. And in my last video, if you have noticed, in the last video that I made in my Survivor Basics, I talked about this a lot. And this is something that I wanted to kind of understand from a UI designer standpoint, what the decision behind it was, or if it's something that they're working on. This is regarding the attempt to escape button. I say, hello, Emily. I'm Focused. Such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer our questions. One of my questions is related to the current attempt to escape UI element. With there being a lot of new players being introduced to DBD through DBDMobile, they may not fully understand how the hook mechanics work. So a lot of games are over within minutes, because when a survivor is hooked, they attempt to escape right away instead of hanging and letting teammates save. I feel partly a reason is because when you're hooked, the attempt to escape is the biggest icon on the screen, and it's right in the middle, and I feel like it's making them think that's what they are supposed to do. What are your thoughts on it? Maybe a repositioning of the button to a smaller icon where the struggle thumbprints would be, something not so in your face to make them think that's what they are supposed to do. It's making it quite a bit unbalanced at the moment, in my opinion, and I'd like to hear your opinion, so thank you, get it for your time. She says, hi, Focus. It's my pleasure to meet you. We had a lot of fun watching your Twitch on the day of the SL release. They're so awesome. They were so awesome. She said, absolutely. The attempt to escape requires more feedback to let the players know of the chances they actually have to escape the hook, and we are working on it. I cannot disclose yet what it will look like, though, but thanks for your suggestions. You are quite welcome, Emily. I only want the game to be the best that it can be. This next question here is from Ergiles, maybe? Ergiles says, why does the appearance of the blood web of DBDMobile not the same and does not work the same way as in the PC/console version? Will it be changed to have the same experience, spending blood points and raising the level of survivors and specific killers? This is a good question. Emily responds with, the Bloodmarket is different than the PC/console blood web, both in terms of look and mechanic. From a UI standpoint, it was very challenging to adapt the blood web exactly as it is on PC and console. It would have implied constant pinch in and pinch out, which didn't translate well onto mobile. I agree. So we changed it to our brand new Bloodmarket, and it also felt more natural for us to level up based on your experience in game and to unlock the perks while you are progressing with a character. I like the changes, personally. I welcome the changes. And I think they did a good job with it. All right, so here's another question that I asked today. And this also I talked about in my most recent YouTube video on DBDMobile, the Survivor Basics, is the spinning on the right side. And I also found out after I made that video that it's also available on the left side. So I said, hi Emily, this question is in regards to something I found on the UI the other day. On certain spots on the left and right sides, if you press and hold, it spins to the left and right. But sometimes it works and sometimes it seems it doesn't. Could you elaborate a little on how those work? Spinning to the left seems hard because of using the left thumb for movement, but I'm assuming these invisible buttons are intended, but not sure exactly where they are located, as just pressing the same spot sometimes does not work. And thank you for your time. She says, hey again, Focused. Yes, as I mentioned to Safilio before, it's a feature that was added on mobile. Sliding your fingers towards the right and left end side of your screen and leaving them here allows the camera to keep rotating in the chosen direction. For the feature to work, you actually have to slide the fingers towards the edges of the screen. Tapping won't work, long press neither, and screaming at the screen is useless. I can't deny that I have a couple times yelled at the screen like, why aren't you working? Diane was one of the developers who did the AMA last week, was very kind enough to be in the stream today while I was live streaming DBDMobile, and she mentioned this as well, that you have to slide your fingers towards the edge of the screen and hold them there. I couldn't get it working. I couldn't figure out how to get it working. I would move the camera and I would slide my finger and hold it and it wouldn't work. I would just press and hold in certain spots on the right side and it would work. I would press and hold again and it wouldn't work. I have no idea. I don't understand how it works. So if any of you know how to get it to activate properly, Emily, if you know how to activate it properly, and I'm sure I'm probably just potatoing it, my DMs are open. Put something in the comment section below. I would really like to know, because this will change the way that I play Survivor, being able to do those 360s and maneuver the camera like that. So thank you for answering that question. This next one is regarding character prestige and player names. STFU Pikachu says, hello Emily, thanks for holding this AMA. I'm not sure if this belongs here, but I've been playing the mobile version a lot lately, and I was wondering if there was an option to prestige your characters, and if so, how? You know, just like on PC or console, you get to level 50 with your character, then you prestige them to prestige 2, and then start all over again. Also, why is everyone's name localhost-numbers? Is that just a bug? Emily says, hi, happy to know that you played DBDMobile a lot. This is very encouraging for us. It is not possible to prestige your character in the beta version of the game. You will be able to do it when the final version comes out though. As for the issue with the player names, it is a bug indeed. We are working on a solution for it. So yes, we will be able to prestige characters just like the PC and console versions, but it's not currently available in the beta game. It will be available when the final version comes out. Thank you for the question, Pikachu. This one I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't think about this, but maybe some of you have this situation. This is again from Giles. It says, hello, I wanted to ask another question if possible. I am using a guest account because my game is not entering with the Google or Facebook account. My progress using the guest account will be erased from the game when launching an update. I log in with Facebook, some people log in with Google, some people log in with guest. So Emily responds, feel free to ask as much as you want, Giles. If you don't erase your save game, your progress in your guest account won't be erased. I suggest linking it with Facebook or a Google account. If you don't have one, make one just for this purpose. It would suck to lose your progress if you're using a guest account. This one is regarding the perks descriptions and how they're going to be displayed. So Gaming Grizzly YouTube says, when will the descriptions of the perks be added and how do you plan to display it? Emily says, the descriptions will be added pretty soon and they should be tooltips displayed on screen when you long tap on an item / offering / etc. So right now on the offerings and the perks, the only time you get a description for it is when you are purchasing it from the Bloodmarket or you unlock them when you level up. In the loadout section, if you long press on them, they will not give you any information. Only add items and add-ons. So there you have it. It'll be the same thing. Long tap for the item description, or the offering description, or the perk description. And it's coming. It's on its way. This one was pretty interesting because I don't run Sprint Burst on Meg. for the simple reason that on console and PC you have a button that you press to sprint, which will engage the sprint burst if you're not currently in an exhaustion period. But on mobile, it's just a certain spot where sliding your thumb reaches before it starts to sprint. There's a lot of times I tried playing with it. There's a lot of times where it engages out of nowhere because you don't realize where that certain spot is. So the 2 questions from Red Yiffer says, can there be a sprint button? It's not much of an issue until you equip make sprint and end up using it in the middle of nowhere by accident, causing exhaustion. She says, we will add settings to adjust the sensitivity for sprinting to avoid this problem. Good to know. And also, can inventory descriptions be more accessible? We've already covered that regarding the descriptions. Okay, so this one, there were a couple questions as well that I wanted to cover. Let's see here. The questions out of these 5 that I wanted to cover was, let's see here, the update. The question was, there are currently a lot of bugs in the game, such as not being able to buy perks for the Legion, and so much more. When will a patch update be released? She said a patch update should be released pretty soon. I can't disclose the exact date, though. Hoping real soon. Real soon. Also, let's see here. The customization page, we can barely see the character pre-customization before purchase since there are buttons everywhere. Will that be fixed in the future? I don't have that issue. I play on an iPhone 8 Plus, and this is why. He says, I'm currently playing on the iPad 2018, and I would like to send a screenshot. She says the game is not supported on tablet right now, which explains why the UI isn't displayed correctly. Try it on a smartphone device to experience the game at its best. So you tablet players out there, if you're having issues with UI or resolutions or whatnot, screen ratios, whatnot, that's probably why, because it's not officially supported for tablets at the moment. And the last question here was, will data be wiped after global release? I've currently spent around $40 on the game and I hope that doesn't happen. She says your data won't be wiped. Your progress and your purchases will be safe. So there won't be a wipe after beta into full launch, full release. Everything that you're doing now, every purchase that you make from now until whenever the release is safe. You won't lose that progress, you won't lose that money, you won't lose those cosmetic items. So spend away. Support the developers that help make your favorite game on mobile possible. All right, and here's the last question. This is just a general question. And I feel like we covered this multiple times, but let's do it again. Yeah. You know I'm good. I'm no good. Says, is there any US beta release date? Emily says, we cannot disclose this information yet. Stay tuned. Wink. Everyone wants to know, when's the US? When's the US? All right. So there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth, as that saying goes. I want to give a huge shout out to Emily for taking the time to go above and beyond answering some of the most important UI UX questions that we had regarding the DBD mobile current beta release. I know we all very much appreciate you guys taking the time to do so. It's really helpful as players and especially as a content creator and a streamer to have answers for these questions for people who ask, who may not know about the AMA Reddit or want to watch mobile gameplay and they want to know these certain things. Hey, maybe the streamer knows. It's very, very awesome to have this information to give out to people asking those same questions, over and over and over, and we can point them to the, here's the proof right here. This is what she said. All right, so again, if you have any questions that weren't answered or that I didn't go over, feel free to put them in the comment section below. Make sure you check out the timestamps as well. If there's a certain question you're interested in, they will be listed in the description. All the links for my Twitch, where I stream Dead by Daylight Mobile every single day, Tuesday through Saturday. Come check me out over there. We have a lot of fun. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Turn the bell on for notifications because we've got more Dead by Daylight Mobile content coming straight to you from the fog. So that's it for this video, guys. Remember, stay safe in the fog. I hope to see you guys out there soon. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, be safe. Take care of each other. Peace out.